Blarla.
Excellent. So the fishing has started. The barn is being built. And our stone house is going up so that the fishermen can live local to what they're doing. Although it'll probably be filled with students for now. We'll see. We will see. What's that? Stone is there. Shocking. You don't say. They're doing it. It's early spring, and soon we will finish our little sleepy fishing town. I wonder what we'll call this little area, because this is sort of out in the sticks. I mean, I know it's right by the capital, but it's still its own sort of little place. So we're going to give it a name, and it'll all come down to who moves into this house. Which we're still waiting. We do have enough stone in storage for this, and iron. So this should be going up very, very soon. You can see the fish is coming in. They are going to start throwing the fish into this barn, which is wonderful. Oh, and this house is now finally ready for building. I'm still happy with the tools and the clothes. Always watching this, always watching it. The amount of stored textiles is remaining low, which is good, but I'm still watching this food. I always want to see this going up. I never really want to see it going down unless I know I've done something to cause it. For example, when I tell the dock to gain 500 or 1,000 venison, I'm expecting to see this drop. But I will then be looking to trade that out for 3 times the amount of food, so I'm not going to worry about it. What's going on here? Are you doing it? Come on. Do this. Do this. Be good. Be good and do this. The fishermen need somewhere to live. This is outrageous. They need somewhere to live. They can't live like this. God knows where they're travelling from. God only knows where they are travelling from. Oh, this is not our main house to watch anymore. We are now going to be keeping an eye on... oh look, the fisherman's here. Elmer's... Yeah. I know. Well, it's not so bad, is it, I suppose, but it's still quite the trek. It is still quite the trek. And yes, a viable couple. I know it's a tailor and a hunter at the moment, but they will sort themselves out. Don't worry about it. Right, so this is up and running. I'm happy with this now. There is enough housing for 2 fishermen here. The game will sort itself out. Now, we are interested in this area now. Very much so. The trading post needs a lot. It really does need a lot. The stone is going up. Because this here alone, we're going to need we need these 2 buildings. The well can come later, although not a lot later. The well can come later. How many people am I going to put on the dock? I will probably put 2 on the dock. We've got enough stone for this job, haven't we? Let's do it. Let's do both of them. Let's do it. What is that? Oh yeah, I've got a bridge at some point because we're going to want to get across here. Not only for these docks, but everything that we've got planned for over here. So, right. So it's happening. It is happening. Let's get this dock open. The docks are going to be everything. to peeping. Just I am basing everything on trade. If we can't trade, everything's going to blow up in our face. So I am very much gearing up for a trading town, and that means I want to get to trading as quickly as humanly possible. What's the meat like? Yeah. Because I'm aware of the labourers are going up, but I don't know if I want to. 2, 4. Do I want to do it? I could. I'm thinking. So it brings our labourers right back down again, but we should now have 3 on each gatherer's hut and each hunting cabin. Keep the food coming, and we want this meat, we want this venison. You know, this venison's really important. Because they need to be eating the venison. You know, but we also need to trade it. It's going to be our main trading resource for a long time. Venison's going to mean the world to this place, so for goodness sake, let's get it going. Let's increase the speed to 5. We've got all the resources we need. It's just, of course, that I have messed with things. Reduce down the labourers. Reduce them down. Another thing that I'm very, very keen to build is the town hall, because of the information that it gives us. I want the information. But we've got this to build, and you know, hospitals, and there's always so much to do in this game. You know, you can't rest on your laurels. There's never a moment of, oh, what shall I do next? If you're finding yourself thinking this, then I don't know. I don't know what to recommend. But there's always something to do in this game. You should always be building houses, but at a sensible pace. Like, I know that there's families out there at the moment that need housing that we haven't housed, but we are also sort of aggressively trying to expand into new areas. We're doing difficult things here at the moment. But you want to make sure always that you've got sensible families moving in to these properties that see, look, isn't this great? They've both become fishermen and they've had a baby. You see, the game works itself out all the time. Look, and this is a teacher and a builder over here now. You know, the game works itself out, and it makes a lot of sense. It does, you know. And we know that when this house is built, it's important that a viable family moves into here, and eventually I'm hoping this will have a couple of traders living in it. And while they are working that, we should really start considering what area we will be working on next. I am thinking that we'll be working on some more housing over here. You know, we'll probably start thinking about popping up some other houses. You know, just try and get back on top of the housing thing. That's what we might do. So we might try and get back on top of the housing thing. And then we'll start looking, I think, at the town hall or something. We'll see. We'll see. What's going on? What's going on? I'm also sort of thinking, but I'm starting to get interested in another forestry hub. Our leather is starting to build up a little bit. which means we might be able to afford to up our tools and clothes to 50. Probably afford to do that. This. That. There we go. I feel like we have the resources to be able to cope with that. Definitely. Firewood will be something we're going to want to start selling as well. Firewood is also good to sell. And we don't use as much firewood because these are all stone houses. They don't use as much, they're just naturally warmer as it is. And less heat escapes from a stone house. So, you know, of course they use a lot less firewood, and eventually we'll get into allowing them to burn coal and stuff, you know. It'll never be a priority to have coal for them to burn in the houses, but I will start pulling coal in, and when I do, it will naturally occur that probably most houses in the capital, in Sicilian, will probably be burning coal in their homes, which again means they need a lot less winter fuel that way, and it lasts a lot longer, you know. So that, I mean, it's okay. We're not going to be building any quarries or mines in the first 1,000 population. In fact, I would say it's never really worth building them. It's never worth building them. But as we expand beyond 1,000, I am going to be interested in having a bit of everything in peeping, but they are probably the lowest priority, right? They are probably the lowest priority, quarries and mines, because they're not worth it at all. If you never rely on those things. So here we are. Look at all this. This is amazing. I love all this. Love all this. So we don't have our town hall yet. Oh yeah, shall we? Do you know what? That's. I think we'll up that to 200. Now. Wow. Okay. Oops. What did I do? What did I do? I'm thinking. No, I was going to go 1,000, but you know what? I'm not going to. Just do it gently, right? Gently. We'll go to 750. Go to 750. Right. So venison. I got 500 in here. 400 in here. I think we'll put 300 venison in here. We will get a couple of traders. See, their value is 3. And we're going to ask this trading post, I think, for now to... Oh. What have I done here? What have I done here? I've lost it. 300, please. 300? Excellent. That's it. And we're always going to want them to have 300, I think, in there. Firewood, out of interest. What's the value of firewood? 4. Firewood would be good, you see, to buy stone with and stuff like that. But we'll just do small amounts for now. Just do small amounts for now. Fantastic. So what we want is for this stone house to go up ASAP, so that we can get our traders living here. They're going to want that. They are going to want that. Where else could we pull stone from? We do have stone kicking about these areas. We have stone over here. A bit of clearer weather is always nice. There's stone over here. I think this stone is the most appealing to me. Have we got an order on this? Right, that's where the path's going to be built, so they'll naturally pull it out. They will naturally pull it out. Can we please? Ah, you're doing it. That's wonderful. Ah, this is a great couple. But can you see we've got somebody in their late 20s? We definitely need more housing. I wasn't wrong about this design. So let's get it going. Let's get it going. I don't want to forget about this well, but housing is a real thing at the moment. Growth is slower than I want it to be. Definitely. So let's get concentrating back on getting housing up. And looking at our firewood, I think we'll store 200 firewood in here for the moment. And 300. Yeah. I think we might... I think I might make this 600. I think I might make that 600. Traders, I think, when they first start coming, don't have masses on them. You know, you don't get many traders, and they don't have much supplies. And as you start trading more, they start bringing more and visit more frequently and stuff. And the more docks that we have, eventually this will become a bit of a nightmare, and we'll have to try and automate it somehow. But I'm not a massive fan of the automation. I can automate to a bit, but to a point. Probably would be able to automate the food at some point. But eventually all of these docks will store sort of 1,000 venison each, you know, and they'll be constantly getting rid of it for 1,000 of each other food group, you know. It'll be crazy. It will be crazy. And that will just be one of the things we're trading. But we won't be doing our booze from here. Our booze, because we're going to be trading apple cider, I think. Will be over here, and there'll be a dock or two here dealing with that. It'll be done separately. So, where are we? So this house almost has all of its needs ready to be built. Excellent. We could put another worker on, get these paths going down. Right, let's start getting this one dealt with. I'm just going to catch up with the growth of peeping. So it's falling behind just a smidge. Just a smidge. And I am starting to think about forestry hubs once more. We want more of everything all the time. More! Wow. That's quite the age gap. We do have a problem with females, don't we? It's definitely a thing. But there we are. That is a viable household. We are very pleased with that. We're going to... This one's ready to start building, so we're going to start getting resources into this one. Excellent. Stone, as always. What we might do... I suppose there is stone over here, right? We could pull this stone out. It's a bit of a trot. And what we'll do, because it's a bit of a trot, we will just stick a stockpile there. Maybe stockpile here. You know, just a little stockpile. It's quicker to clear stuff out. Oh, now we're getting into teenagers. So we will put this house up. It's probably the last one we'll need to do for a bit. We might even have trouble filling it, to be honest. Which is fine. That's absolutely fine. So we're going to slow down time a little bit because I need to plan a little bit. Have we got a trader coming? Oh no. No? I'm looking forward to our first trader. Always looking forward to our first trader. Wow, look how much stone our town hall needs. It's a real kick in the teeth, isn't it? What about our marketplace? Yeah, it needs quite a lot as well. It needs quite a lot. Do I want to build the market before or after? Bearing in mind, you see, it's not easy for these families to get food and supplies at the moment. And this area is going to keep growing. But at the same time, I'm very keen for this town hall. The information that it gives me, you see, I find to be quite priceless. And while this is still growing at the moment, I would say that it is only a matter of time. Yep, so it is only a matter of time before it stops growing. Firewood. Okay. Venison. 174. 400. 400, eh? We'll leave it for a bit. We will leave it for a bit. What's the value on fish, actually? What is the value on fish? If I was to put... Just so we can see, the value of fish is 1. So it's definitely not worth... It's definitely not worth... No, that's only worth doing if we've got so much fish. It's ridiculous, like drowning in fish. I would say. Right. Hubs. It's still going up. Shall we try and find the stone for this task? Should we try it? I mean, we've got all this stone to come in. And we could sink it. And to be honest, look, there's quite a lot of stone on that plot. I really want my town hall. Can you tell? I really want it. It's got such great information. I almost feel like I'm working blind without it. I just really, really want it. And I'm still kind of happy with what's going on here. So I feel like we probably could get away with not having more hubs just yet. But it's on my mind. It's on my mind. This marketplace is also on my mind. We've now broken the 5,000 mark, and as you know, every 10,000 food a marketplace is worth sticking down. And yeah, we're getting there. You know, we're heading towards it. And I said it would probably go down early, which I feel like it might. But at the same time, town hall. They're putting in their paths. Would you like to build this house? I would quite like it. Okay, let's turn up time because they can also be pulling out all this stone here. You see, they are using these little stockpiles, and it just means that they can stay out here for longer, mining up these stones if they have little stockpiles. It works quite nicely. It does work quite nicely, and you can see that they're pulling up all the stone off this plot, sinking it into that house. Excellent. Excellent. It's happening. This house is going up. It'll be interesting to see who moves into this house. See where we are with the population growth. Again, the town hall will really help with this information rather than us. I mean, this is a good way of doing it, that I'm doing it, but it would help if we just had the town hall, because it tells you how many houses you have and how many families you have, you know, so you know when things aren't quite right. Okay, it's not too bad actually. The housing thing is not too bad. So we're now starting to sink resources into here. Ooh, what we could do to help, this wood, any wood that's on here can be pulled out. Any iron that's on here can be pulled out. Because this is going to be a plaza, so we might as well clear it. Do we have any students in this school? No. God damn it. We will get students. Oh, auto-saving. We will get students. It'll be fine. So the wood is now in our town hall. The stone is coming along quite nicely. We're going to pull up this iron. There's actually also, well, this iron, of course, as well, that we might as well use. The stone is low, yeah. Thanks for that. Have we got a trading boat coming yet? I'm really excited for a trading boat. No trading boat. Jeez Louise. Fine. But we are building our town hall. We're not mucking around. We're not mucking around in this game. You just got to get on with it. This house appeals to me because look at this. Look at the iron that's on it. It appeals. It really does. If we ask them to mine up this stone. Oh, this is the path thing. Oh, the builders will get there. They will. You'll see. You'll all see. What we'll do actually. No. That one. So we'll probably just bring this path down here. But there will probably be another row of houses. What we could do actually is just cancel that bit of road there, because probably there'll be housing back here like this. Oops, wrong button. What kind of housing would we like? I'm not quite sure. I think we might stick that house there. There we go. So we're just going to pause these. Like this. And bring this road and hit like that. There we go. It's just a little bit of planning. Right. So where are we with this? How's it all going? We've got the iron, so it is just the stone, and to be honest, we're getting there with the stone, aren't we? Getting there, excellent. How's the stone? You can see them furiously mining up all the stone over here. Pouring it into this building. Wow. It's quite incredible, isn't it? I think we will get rid of that as well. Now, how much stone? Yeah, okay. Fair enough. Wow, there we go. So that is now ready to be built, meaning that this stone house, I'm going to unlock that now to start sinking resources into here. That'll be fantastic. Oh, we're heading in for year 11. Thank thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you did, please hit that like button. As long as you are here, why not check out one of my delectable videos available? Feel free to come stalk me on social media and be sure to share this video with friends so even more may watch my schizwa. See you next time, peeps.